last time? What was it? At least there was a wireless there. No, honest, he doesn't seem to bother much about our comfort these days.
When are you going to stop jabbering?
You get rheumatism in a place like this if you stay long.
We're not staying long. Make the tea, will you? We'll be on the job in a minute.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you.
What the hell is it now?
Why'd you stop the car this morning in the middle of that road?
I thought you were asleep.
I was. But I woke up when you stopped. You did stop, didn't you? In the middle of that road. Still dark, don't you remember? I looked out, it was all misty. I thought perhaps you wanted a kip. But you were sitting up, dead straight, like you were waiting for something.
I wasn't waiting for anything.
I must have fallen asleep again. What was all that about then? Why did you stop?
We were too early.
Early? What do you mean? We got a call, didn't we? Saying we were to start right away. We did. We shoved that on the dot. So how could we be too early?
Who took the call? Me or you?
You.
We were too early.
Too early for what? You mean someone had to get out before we got in? I thought these sheets didn't look too bright. I thought they ponged a bit. I was too tired to notice when I got in this morning. Hey, that's taking a bit of liberty, isn't it? I don't want to share my bed sheets. I told you, things are going down the drain. I mean, we've always had clean sheets laid on up till now. I've noticed it.
How do you know those sheets weren't clean?
What do you mean?
How do you know they weren't clean? You spent the whole day on them, haven't you?
What, you mean it might be my pong? Yes. Could be my pong, I suppose. It's difficult to tell. Don't really know what I pong like, that's the trouble.
Caw!
Hey, Ben?
Caw!
Ben?
What?
What town are we in? I've forgotten.
I told you, Birmingham.
Go on! That's in the Midlands. Second biggest city in Great Britain. I'd never have guessed. Hey, it's Friday today, isn't it? It'll be Saturday tomorrow.
What about it?
We could go and watch the Villa.
They're playing away.
No, I can't. What a pity.
Anyway, there's no time. We've got to get straight back.
Well, we have done in the past, haven't we? Stayed over and watched the game, haven't we? For a bit of relaxation.
Things have tightened up, mate. They've tightened up.
Ah. I saw the Villa get beat in a cup tie once. Who was it against now? White shirts. It was 1-1 at half-time. I'll never forget it. Their opponents won by a penalty. Talk about drama. Yes, it was a disputed penalty, disputed. They got beat 2-1 anyway because of it. You were there yourself.
Not me.
Yes, you were there. Don't you remember that disputed penalty?
No.
He went down just inside the area. Then they said he was just acting. I didn't think the other bloke touched him himself, but the referee had the ball on the spot.
Didn't touch him? What are you talking about? You laid him out flat.
Not the Villa. The Villa don't play that sort of game.
Get out of it.
Hey, that must have been here in Birmingham.
What must?
The Villa. That must have been here.
They were playing away.
Because you know who the other team was? It was the Spurs. It was Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, what about it?
We've never done a job in Tottenham.
How do you know?
I've remembered Tottenham.
Don't make me laugh, will you?
When's he going to get in touch? Yes, I'd like to see another football match. I've always been an ardent football fan. Here, what about coming to see the Spurs tomorrow?
They're playing away.
Who are?
The Spurs.
Then they might be playing here.
Don't be silly.
If they're playing away, they might be playing here in the Villa.
But the Villa are playing away.
Ben.
Away. They're all playing away.
Ben, look here.
What?
Look.
What's that?
I don't know.
Where'd it come from?
Under the door.
Well, what is it?
I don't know.
Pick it up.
What do you mean?
Pick it up. What is it?
An envelope.
Is there anything on it?
No.
Is it sealed?
Yes.
Open it.
What?
Open it. What's in it?
Matches.
Matches?
Yes.
Show it to me. Nothing on it. Not a word.
That's funny, isn't it?
Came under the door.
Must have done.
Well, go on.
Go on where?
Open the door, see if you can catch anyone outside.
Who, me?
Go on.
No one.
What did you see? It must have been pretty quick.
Well, they'll come in handy,
Yes.
won't they?
Yes, you're always running out of matches, aren't you?
All the time.
Well, they'll come in handy then,
Yes.
won't they?
Yes, I could do with them. I could do with them too.
You could, eh?
Yes.
Why?
We haven't got any.
Well, you got some now, haven't you?
I can light the kettle now.
Yes. You're always catching matches, aren't you? How many have you got there?
About a dozen.
Well, don't lose them. Red, too. You don't even need a box. Don't waste them. Well, go on. Go and light it.
Eh?
Go and light it.
Like what?
The kettle.
You mean the gas?
Who does?
You do.
What do you mean? I mean the gas.
Well, that's what you mean, don't you? The gas.
If I say go and light the kettle, I mean go and light the kettle.
How can you light a kettle?
It's a figure of speech. Light the kettle is a figure of speech.
Well, I've never heard it.
Light the kettle is common usage.
I think you've got it wrong.
What do you mean?
They say put on the kettle.
Who does? I have never in all my life heard anyone say, put on the kettle.
I bet my mother used to say it.
Your mother? When did you last see your mother?
I don't know.
Well, what are you talking about your mother for? Gus, I'm not trying to be unreasonable. I'm just pointing out something to you.
Yes, but...
Who's the senior partner here, me or you?
You.
I'm only looking after your interests, Gus. You gotta learn me.
Yes, but I've never heard...
Nobody says light the gas. What does the gas light?
What is the gas?
The kettle, you fool!
All right. All right.
What are you waiting for?
I want to see if they light.
What?
The matches. No.
Shall I try it on here? Here we are.
Put on the bloody kettle, for Christ's sake.